Hello, my name is Gillian Bento. This is the video presentation in the Apple's company regarding the Chapter 18 revenue recognition. In May of 2014, the FASB issued an ASU number 2014-09 revenue from contract with customer, which amends the existing accounting standards for revenue recognition. This amendment is based on principles that govern the recognition of revenue at an amount an entity expects to be entitled when products are transferred to customer. It will be effective for the company beginning of its first quarter of 2019, and early adoption is permitted. The new revenue standards may be applied retrospectively to each prior period presented or retrospectively with the cumulative effective recognized as of the date of adoption. The company currently expects to adopt the new revenue standard in its first quarter of 2018, utilizing the full retrospective transition method. The company does not expect adoption of new revenue standard to have a material impact on its consolidated financial statements. Net sales consist primarily of revenue from the sale of hardware, software, digital content and applications, accessories and service and support contracts. Apple Inc. recognizes revenue when persuasive evidence of an arrangement exists, delivery has occurred, the sales price is fixed or determinable, and collection is probable. Product is considered delivered to the customer once it has been shipped, and title, risks of loss, and rewards of ownership have been transferred. For most of Apple's product sales, these criteria are met at the time the product is shipped. For online sales to individuals, for some sales to education customers in the US, and for certain other sales, the company defers revenue until the customer receives the product because the company retains a portion of the risk of loss on these sales during transit. For payment terms in excess of the company's standard payment term, revenue is recognized as payment because due unless the company has positive evidence that the sale price is fixed or determinable, such as a successful history of collections, without concession on comparable arrangements. The company recognizes revenue from the sale of hardware product, software bundled with hardware that is essential to the functionality of the hardware, and third-party digital content sold on the iTunes Store in accordance with general revenue recognition accounting guidance. The company recognizes revenue in accordance with industry-specific software accounting guidance for the following types of sales transactions: stand-alone sales of software products, sales of software upgrades, and sales of software bundled with hardware not essentially to the functionality of the hardware. For the sales of most third-party products, the company recognizes revenue based on the gross amount billed to customers because the company establishes its own pricing for such products, retains related inventory risk for physical products, it is primarily obligor for the customer, and assumes the credit risk for amount billed to its customers. The company records reduction to revenue for estimated commitment related to price protection and other customer incentive programs. For transactions involving price protection, the company recognizes revenue net of the estimated amount to be refunded, provided the refund amount can be reasonably and reliably estimated and the other conditions for revenue recognition have been met. The company policy requires that, if refunds cannot be reliably estimated, revenue is not recognized until reliable estimates can be made for the price protection lapses. The company also records reductions to revenue for expected future products returns based on the company's historical experience, future market condition, and product transition may require the company to increase customer incentive program that could result in reduction to future revenue. Additionally, certain customer incentive programs require management to estimate the number of customers who will actually redeem the incentive.